computer. Okay, we are recording. We can get started. So I'll touch on that really quick. Shannon asked, what's your preference with who creates the account with customers and promoters? I just noticed that some leaders are different. So I used to be like completely like they can make their own account, and I never did it for them. I don't know if I think it's a confidence thing. So the longer that you're doing it, the more confident you are about even just talking about the products and everything, I think it comes more naturally with that. So now, like, I don't hesitate at all to say, like, usually when they say, okay, well, how do I order or whatever, I usually just pretty much give them the option. It's totally up to you. A lot of people don't give them the option. They just shoot over the information and they're like, I need this, this, and this, and that's fine. I think it all depends on what works for you. Like I said, your confidence level, whatever. I tell people, I can send you my website or I can get your information and do it for you really quick. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. And usually it's just up to that person because some people don't want to give their information out, and that's fine. I mean, I still, like, it's half and half pretty much for me. Some people want to go on the website and do it themselves. Some people just automatically send me their information. But I also have people that go to the website and try to do it, and then they're like, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, and then they end up sending me the information anyways. And then I've also had people that want me to do it and set the whole account up or whatever and send them to log in, and then they'll go in and just check out and put in their card info. So literally however you want to do it, however you're more comfortable doing it. So that, I think, like I said, it's more of a confidence thing. So whatever you feel confident in doing. So just, it'll kind of roll off your tongue when you get to that point. So I hope that helped. And like I said, if y'all have questions or anything, make sure you drop them in the chat. So my capsule just kicked in and I'm probably going to be on 100. So ignore me. So I know last time I had a lot of requests to share my morning routine and what I use, like my little notebook and stuff. So I will go over that really quick. I think we spent like 30 minutes on this topic last time, but I'm going to try not to do that this time. So this is from Amazon. I will drop the link, or if someone else can drop the link for me, or I can share it in the chats after. I did that last time too. This is like I don't know if y'all can see that. I'll zoom in. So it's like a daily planner notepad. All it is like a notepad. You just pull the page off each day. So I do this because I don't know about y'all. Like, y'all may be back at work and stuff at this point, but I am home full time, and I was before this. But I don't really go anywhere. Like, even my kids' doctor's appointments and everything are, stopped at this point because of everything going on in the world. So my regular planner, like, I just picked it back up yesterday because we do have some doctor's appointments coming up in the next couple months, but I don't use this planner. Like, I just don't, we don't go anywhere. So I decided to try this notebook thing or notepad thing out, and I love it. It is amazing. So basically it says, like, at the top it has a little spot for gratitude. That's not how I do my gratitude. So up there I usually write, excuse me, I got the hiccups or something. I usually just write, like, I'm grateful for a new day, my team being on fire, things like that. Just something quick and simple, because I do my gratitude in a notebook. And then it has like 3 spots for priorities for today. Today, mine is like cleanup. I have a brow appointment today. Thank you, Jesus. And then like my coursework that I'm doing for this manifestation course. And then it has like a schedule and to-do list. So I write down, like, if I have appointments, like the work with me Zoom. I have like my journal, I read my book, like just all the things that I want to get done. Like, you can call it your 6 list, you can call it whatever. See, a lot of places aren't open back up. Ours just opened back up. But I just kind of write all my chicken scratch on here. Like, it just helps me see what I need to do. So yeah, and then it's got like a place for water intake, health and fitness, meal prep. Honestly, we fly by the seat of our pants every day with food and everything else, so I usually don't even fill all that out. But yeah, so I wanted to share that. Like I said, I got it from Amazon. You can even just go on Amazon and type in daily planner notepad, and a million of them come up. Like, I have a couple different ones. I think they're like $10, so it's not very much, and it comes with like 50 sheets. So and then I had a lot of requests on this. This is just like a don't even know what to call it, like a hard binder notebook thing, but it comes with a notepad in it. So this is what it came with on one side. This is all my notes, but it has a notepad on one side, and on the other side is where I put my little notepad thing with the daily planner. Got a couple requests. Give me a second. So yeah, that's just how I do my daily plan out or whatever. Just use that little notepad and it helps me. I try not to overcomplicate it. I'm also not the type of person that writes down a million things, then like stresses out if I didn't get stuff done. Just because this business is so simple. Like, yes, we need to make sure we're doing IPAs. Yes, we need to make sure we're doing these things throughout the day, but you don't have to make this hard. It's not hard. So yeah, that is what I do. So in the mornings I get up, I take my 3 steps. I do my gratitude. So what I was saying about that is I just do that in a notebook. I write at least 10 things down that I'm grateful for. And then like I plan out my day if I didn't do it the night before. So I am gonna go ahead. I don't see any questions or anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to work. So let's start on Instagram this morning. And I have not done my stories or anything today, so I'm right here with y'all if y'all haven't either. So let's go to Instagram and let's start with stories first. I know sometimes a lot of people do engagement first. Sometimes I get caught up in the engagement and forget to do my stories. So let's do stories first. What I suggest doing first before you post your 3 steps, I have found that posting a motivational quote helps. So you can even go on Instagram, like on the little search thing, and do like boss babe quotes, and it pulls up all kinds of stuff. Scroll down and just find a couple motivational posts that you like and put them in your story. So like today's Friday, it could be like TGIF, thank God it's Friday, whatever. So I always put like 1 or 2 in my stories, and then I post my 3 steps. So I share this all the time. Make sure you're switching up how you do your 3 steps. You can do boomerangs with your face. You can do boomerangs with just the products. You can write on them and explain what each product or like what each step is. Just do different things every day. And I'm not saying like absolutely every day you got to do something different, but try to make it differently each day or every other day or something. That way it keeps people's attention. If you're doing the same thing every day, people get bored with that. They come on there to see, like, they're nosy. They want to see what everyone else is doing. So just make sure that you're switching that up. So I'm going to give us maybe 4 to 5 minutes to go ahead and put a couple quotes on our stories and then post our 3 steps. If you haven't done this already, or if you have done this already, maybe you can just go find a few more quotes or something to put on there, because I try to put several things on my stories every day. So I'm going to give y'all just a minute. And if y'all have questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I have no product. Okay, I'll cover that in just a minute. I'll go ahead and let everyone do this. Okay, I want to suggest a couple of apps too. I have a lot of people ask me what I use on my stories. So let me pull those up. So I have Storylux. I don't use it as much, or StoryR, but I use Unfold all the time. And sometimes I don't do like the text on Unfold, but I'll like make the pictures and then send it over to Over. Over is my favorite app. It's like yellow. There it goes. Called Over. Um, and there's a free, like you can get it and there's a free version or whatever, and there's cute fonts that way. I wanted the upgraded version, so I did pay for that, but that's totally up to you. I think it's like $9 a month or something like that. But I do all mine in Over. Um, so that is what I do to. I'm trying to find a picture. I haven't posted my steps yet. I was editing mine. Let me see. Here we go. Let me change. So I just do like a boomerang. I prefer boomerangs over like regular pictures. And then let me see if it'll show. See the text? I put like step 1, human jumper cables, and then I just kind of broke it down. But I really like the fonts and stuff on there. I'll post it on my stories and you all can go look in just a minute or later or whatever too. My Instagram is Crissa, it's CRISSA .LEA or like period LEA. Or you can look up Crissa Smith too and it'll come up. But I wanted to share that because I have a lot of people ask me what fonts I use, and it's on the app Over. So I'm gonna post those stories, and oh shoot, give me like 1 second. Okay. So the next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna stick to Instagram. I don't hear anything. Is someone speaking? Oh, okay. There was a question real quick. Let me answer that. My shipment is super delayed. I literally have no product. What do I do for that? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I should have seen that before. I was thinking that you were just asking about product. If you have old pictures, it's fine, like old boomerangs, old pictures of products, or you can use someone else's. Maybe go check out somebody else's story that doesn't mind if you use theirs, and just use a couple of their pictures of their products, and you can add fonts to it and change it up and make it like it's yours too. Sometimes we got to do what we got to do. But then you can get on your stories and talk about that too, like I messed up and forgot to get my product and the shipping's taken forever, which I don't know where you live. I haven't had any shipping delays with Thrive, but I would just talk about that, like you're dying without your product, because I could not do it. I would die. I would find somebody with it. I could not go without my products for a day. So let's go do interactions on Instagram. I don't know who's calling me. Okay. I have not even been on Instagram today until just now. So what I do first is I do stories first. So at the top, like where your stories are, I always scroll all the way over, because that's the people that I haven't reacted to, like haven't looked at their stories in a long time, or maybe never. Yeah, I would like Terry said, I wouldn't say that. Like I haven't had any shipping delays. I didn't know that anyone was having any, but yeah, I would exactly, like I messed up on my order or whatever, and I didn't order my products in time, because it happens. Or sometimes people are waiting until the second to order with their free product. But yeah, I would just, like she said, I'd put it like that. So let's interact on stories. So what I don't know what happened. I'm in Florida. So always make sure when you're doing reactions, sometimes I do the quick react, like the heart eyes or something like that, but that's not the only thing that I do. Sometimes I'll send that first and then I'll send something. So like if it's a picture of a girl's like kids, I'll send the heart reaction, and then I'll write on it too. always recommend like at least 4 words or more. Be relatable, give her a compliment, ask her a question, all the things. Like, your kids are so beautiful. How old are they? And I know it's so cliche, but it gets conversations going, like, where's your lip gloss from? Where's your shirt from? But be genuine too. Like, if you really don't care, then don't say it. It's, oh, my kid's up. But that's all I do on stories, is just try to react to as many as I can. Like I said, for whatever reason, setting the heart eyes or an emoji first gets me more of like a response, and then send at least, I don't see anyone. Let me see if I can. There it goes. Yeah, it wasn't showing anyone. Weird. Yeah, there was only one in there. Nobody's in there now, so I approved one person. It was Tina. Okay. Yeah, that too was showing on my end. How do you add more people on Insta? I'll talk about that in a minute too. So just go and react. You're welcome. Sorry it didn't show you. 99% of the time, more likely to follow you back. Yeah. So like I said, we'll do stories first, do reactions on there for a couple minutes, and then we'll talk about like posts and stuff, reacting on posts. So okay, I hope you all got some interaction in. I know it takes longer than what we give on here, but I also don't want you all just to be sitting here doing this forever. This is kind of just to give you an idea of what we do every day, so you can do it. So next, I want you to, let me see, there was a question, how to add more people on Instagram. So what I do is it kind of depends. If I find somebody that I like to follow, or we relate or something like that, sometimes I follow their followers, not if they're in like a business or something, because I don't know, I just don't do that. But like say, I don't know, me and Terry are following each other on Instagram and she doesn't do a business or anything like that, but we're super relatable. I'll go see her followers and stuff like that because obviously she's gonna follow like-minded people too. That's just how I find decent people at least. And then another thing you can do is I don't want to say like the same person and then everybody go follow. So anybody, if you like Rachel Hollis, I don't want everybody to go to Rachel Hollis's page now and follow all of her followers, but something like that. And you can find smaller celebrities too, like I don't know, TikTok people, something like that. Go to their followers or their likers and follow their people. That's just an idea of, maybe they have the same interests of you as you or whatever. But like I said, I don't want every one of you all to run to Rachel Hollis's page and follow all her people because then y'all are going to be following the same people. So just kind of get creative and find different people. Like I said, it could be like TikTok people. It could be, because that's the thing right now. It could be, you could find like, if you're a college girl, search. I know I did this in my last company when I was younger, obviously, but I used to find like sororities and stuff. Follow all those people. So mom stuff, whatever you relate to, you can literally search the hashtag, and like mixed kids, you can search the hashtag and find people and follow their followers. Like you can get super creative with it. So I guess we can do that for a second. Find some people to follow. If you all have any suggestions or ideas, you can drop them in the chat for everyone. I know for my kids, like I follow a lot of like kid pages, like toddlers, stuff like that, that dress cute, stuff like that. And then I follow the parents, obviously. So that's an idea. So we'll spend a couple minutes following people because we definitely got to grow our network. If you're not growing your network daily, like the followers and stuff that you have now, the friends that you have now on Facebook and stuff, are not going to get you to 200K. You have to constantly be adding new people. You have to constantly grow your network. You're not going to get where you need to go without adding new people. There's no reason to keep chasing the same people over and over again. So yeah, let's spend a couple minutes following, and we'll just do a couple more things on Instagram and we will be done with Instagram. So let's do that. And then, like I said, if you see stories that you like too, the people that you just reacted to, like you can go to beauty pages, people that do brows, people that do lashes, whatever. Go to those people's pages and follow their customers, like clients or whatever. I'm over 40s and my kids are out of the house. So I use hashtags if I had interest that would support me in my age bracket. Exactly. Empty nesters, I love those. Beauty influencers, exactly. It could be anything. And like I said, you can do huge celebrities or you can find like smaller ones, sororities, whatever works for you, but make it genuine. Make it something that you're like, I'm not going to go find sororities. I was never in one, so we don't have anything to talk about. So yeah, just be super genuine in who you're adding to. Like, we don't want to just mass follow. It's quality over quantity. So I'm going to give you all a few minutes to follow some people. So someone said they love interacting with people who watch their stories every day. That's a very good idea. And all you do to go to your stories, you have to do it before they expire. But you just go and it'll show you who views your stories and you can go interact with them. Another thing that I used to do is I haven't done it in a while. We can get that from her. She's bugging. Another thing that I used to do was I would go send a message to people that would watch my stories, and I would just say, I can't remember exactly what I said. Gabrielle, stop it. I have a messy toddler. Sorry, y'all. But I would send a message. I'm trying to think of what it said. I think I said something just along the lines of, "Hey, girl, I just wanted to thank you for, your support, watching my stories. I'm not sure if you just click straight through or if you actually watch, but I just wanted to say thank you." And I had so many freaking responses for that, and it just sparked conversations because a lot of people were like, "No, I actually watch." So I had a couple people say, "No, I don't watch. It was my kid that did it," but I don't know if that's true or not, but but I got a ton of responses. So you can get creative, and I didn't try to sell them anything. I was literally just like, thank you for, watching, and whatever. So that I got a lot of interaction from that. And then I just kind of like it brought up conversations because they were like, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I've followed you forever. I love watching your family." And they're like, "Your kids are so pretty," stuff like that. So it just sparked a ton of conversation. So I didn't care if I had 300 views. I messaged all of them. Now you can kind of tell if it's like celebrities or fake accounts. I obviously didn't message those, but anybody that looked like really genuine, I messaged them. So that's a really good way to get conversations going. Okay, so let's see. The only thing we really have left on Instagram, I wanted to share one more tip that I forgot to share earlier. When you are because this is going to go along with our next thing. When you are making a post, so right now, like if you're going and you're typing up your post and you post it just regularly on Instagram, if you share it to your story, I know I shared this on my last work with me. If you share it to your story, you can type in hashtags on your story. You can like copy and paste it if you have them saved in your notes. And then you can click the picture, which I'll show you all this when we do it. But you can click the picture again, like your post, and it puts it over the hashtags. So you have hashtags in your story, but they're hidden. They're behind your post. So that's a really, really good way to get your post seen some more. So right now, let's go ahead and I'm going to do this 2-in-1. That way we can get it done. You can go ahead and go do some interactions for a couple of minutes, just like anybody that you reacted with their story, or you can go to your following on your page. You click following at the top. Mine takes a minute to load because I follow like 7,000 people at this point. But you can go to least interacted with, and I think most people have this option now. If not, you can just interact with whoever on your following. But there's a least interacted with, and it's like 50 at a time that it shows. Go through and interact with them. You can also go through and see if they're not your cup of tea and unfollow them too. So that kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Also, I don't unfollow people every single day. I kind of go and follow as many people as I can for a couple days, and then I go back and unfollow people. So I probably won't hit on that today. But that's just an option. If you want to unfollow a few people a day, that's fine. I unfollow as I go, but like mass unfollow, I do it like a certain day of the week. So let's go in and interact with some people first. And then after you get done interacting, I try to interact first because it'll get your algorithm going. Then go in and make your first post of the day if you haven't already. So in the morning time, I try to usually do something not business related really. I try to do like a lifestyle post or an inspirational post or something. So that's what we will do now. We'll do some interaction on regular posts, and then if you like their stories too, you can do it at the same time. And then we'll go ahead and make our first post of the day. Okay, my first post is done for the day. So I'm going to show you all what I was talking about with sharing your post in your story. So you go to the post that you just made, and then this little arrow looking, mail looking thing, you can hit that, and it says add post to story. So it looks like that. And then what I was saying was I have my hashtags saved in my notes, but you can type them in your stories. So let's see. I'm just copying my hashtags. So see, like I said, I have them in a note in my phone. So I'll go to my story and I'll paste them to look like that. And then let me back this up. And then I put them like over the picture like that. And then all you do is click that picture and it hides it. So you don't even see the hashtags. It's literally just hidden behind your picture. But that makes you generate into those hashtags. And people will see your posts, your stories, all of that. Yeah, you can chime in. Can you unmute yourself or do you need me to unmute you?
I got it.
Right.
I was gonna say, as far as saving your hashtags, I don't know if any of you use Trello, but I have fallen in love with it recently, and I keep my hashtags and like the names of different creators for the like stickers in its own little note section. And if you just go to edit them, see if I can.
Trello. It's Trello, I think.
Yeah, but you can make all your own little boards and everything, and so it makes it so much easier because like I have a whole section for my Thrive stuff, and then like I have a section I made for like my doctors, and you can move stuff around. See if I can.
I haven't used Trello in a long time. That is a great tip.
Yeah, like you can move stuff around to different sections and whatnot. So I've found that it's helped me get things more organized.
Oh, and another tip while she was sharing that, someone said it the other day. They didn't even say it as like a tip, but it just made me think. I think it was my best friend. You know, when we go to post the work with me's and we want to tag our teams or tag leaders or whatever to get the interaction up, save them in your notes. I wasn't even thinking about that. Like literally you can type my Instagram name and save it in your notes. So all that you got to do is copy and paste it and go back to your story to tag everyone. So I was like, that makes sense. So, because I'm the worst. I don't like to tag people when I do like a boomerang of us on the Zoom or whatever, because I'm like, oh, somebody's gonna be mad if I forget them. So I really like that idea. So anybody that you want to keep tagging in your stories, make a note of it. Okay, so first post of the day is up. We did all our interactions. We are done with Instagram. Let's hop over to Facebook and we will get our day done basically. So I went ahead and did jump over to Facebook and post my post on there. Some people don't do the same thing. Some people switch up the pictures or something. However you want to do it. I don't see any issues with mine being, I thought I heard something, being the same on each platform. Yeah, I do hear something. Hold on. I'm going to make sure everybody was muted. Okay. So on Facebook, what I like to do first is this is personal preference. You can go to certain people's pages and like interact that way. I do scroll my timeline some just because I can switch it up and hold on, let me go to it. Oh, shoot. You know, Facebook changes their crap every single day, like every day. It's a different setting, different icons at the bottom. Like I never remember how to work Facebook. It's insane. Um, so same thing with stories. You can scroll all the way over and it's like literally the same as Instagram. Interact that way. And then, like I said, I do scroll my timeline and interact with some of these people first, just because they seem to be the ones that are interacting with me. Yes, I do like to switch it up because you can go to your profile and you can scroll down to your friends and you can go to did they take the feature away? I'm pretty sure they already took the feature away on mine. Well, you may still have this option, but you should be able to go to friends and you can see like there's still a recent option. So this is the people that I've added recently. I can go interact with their page, but you may have an option. You used to be able to click it and it was like earliest or latest friends on Facebook. So earliest are obviously the people that's been on there forever. So I don't usually fool with them because it's usually like my mom, my husband, whatever. But this recent option, I guess, is okay too. But you can just go on there and interact with them. But like I said, I do a few on my timeline because I like to give love to people that have given me love, basically. So I do that. And then sometimes it's like some of my team. I don't follow a lot of Thrive people, but I do my team. Like my team is on my page. And I know different leaders are different with that. But I do like to show my team love too, to make sure I haven't missed anything, to get their algorithms going, stuff like that. So that is what we will do now. So just do some interactions, pretty much anything that you want to do. You can go to your recent friends, do it that way. You can do your stories and go to their pages. And then I do like to, I always try to kill two birds with one stone. I always say that. But I do like to, when I go to my friends' pages and I'm interacting, add their people too. As long as they're not with the business or, whatever, I add some of their people just because we have mutual friends. I don't like to add people with a lot of mutual friends, but a few. That way they're not looking like, who is this girl? Like they'll see, oh, well, she's friends with this girl, so maybe I know her. So that is what we'll do. Some interactions. You can add people as you go too, and then we will go from there. Okay, I'm sorry if y'all are still doing interactions. I'm just going to talk for a minute so y'all can keep doing that because we're pretty much done on Facebook. I don't feel like it's as much as Instagram. The only thing that we haven't done is adding people. So you can kind of do that personal preference too. You can go to, like I said, your friends list and add people. You can still, it's easier to go to like fan pages, maybe like, Christian book writers or something like that. Whatever relates to you, you can go to that page and go to like a picture and go to the likers, and find people that way. So what I want to share about, so like I said, y'all can keep doing interactions, adding people, whatever, but I want to talk a little bit about, just a little bit about mindset and attitude and stuff, just because I feel like everyone might need a little bit. We're 8 days into the month, so like a little over a week into the month, a new month, an insane month. But everybody's volume might not reflect that. Some people may be killing it. Some people might, be on a little standstill. I don't want to say stuck because I don't like that word. But I wanted to just share a little bit that I shared on a team call the other night, just to kind of get y'all pumped and get y'all ready and get your mindset right going into the rest of this month, because we still have a whole, I don't even know how many days left. I don't math. So I want you all to know that, so last month was only 30 days, right? There was only 30 days in April. And I know last month was insane for most people. Like, some people signed the most customers that they ever signed. Some people hit ranks. Like, I personally hit 40K last month, which was insane. Like, I really didn't think that it was going to happen, because you know how we are. We get in our heads. So, like, it was just insane. So I want to say that if your month wasn't like that last month, you can still change that. You can still make this month anything that you want. You still have at least 3 weeks left. But if it was insane last month, I know with the GOAT promotion at the end of the month, I think everyone's seen the power of 24 hours. I think everyone's seen what can happen in 4 to 5 days. When you really put your foot on the pedal and don't let up and don't hit the brakes and don't give up, I think a lot of people finally seen that, especially if you have a team growing and stuff. But I want you to know, like, we're 8 days into the month and they haven't even announced anything yet. I don't know about y'all, but my volume's already crazy. I've already signed several customers. It's this season right now. I feel like this stimulus check season was bigger than tax season. Like, it's been insane. And it's not stopping. Some people haven't even received their checks. Some people haven't received their checks and they wanted to pay bills first. People are still splurging. People are realizing more than ever that their health is number one, that they should feel better, that they're sitting at home and they have no energy, that they're going back to work or they have no energy. Like, just all the things. You have to sit and think of all the perspectives. But I just wanted to say, as insane April was, they haven't even started rolling the ball out yet. Like I said, we're 8 days into the month and they haven't announced anything. They haven't announced a customer special, a promoter, but nothing. So I don't know what they're going to do, but I still, like, I feel it in my bones that this month is going to be crazy. And the fact that we have one more day this month, we have 24 more hours this month. If your month last month was insane, can you imagine what another 24 hours would have done? I mean, it's just crazy. So you have 31 days this month to make something happen. 31 days to make a change, to show up. Firing you up right now. See, and that's the goal. Like, I don't want to just get on here, tell y'all how to work your business and then jump off. Like, I want to prepare you all for the month. I want to get you all ready for what's about to come. Because like I said, he may announce something today, tomorrow, Monday. I don't know, but it's coming. Like, he's not going to sit on his hands and just see what we do. So anyways, I want to tell you all that if you have these attitudes of, I'm in a funk, why her, not me? Why does no one want to buy my product? All of my friends are broke. My network is not what I want it to be. All the things. That's a you problem. That's all it is. It's a you problem. If your friends are broke, it's because that's the type of people that you surround yourself with. If that's the type of people that you've added on Facebook, you have to change these things, and only you have the power to do that. Like, Christina's not going to log in my Facebook and add people for me. No, it's my job to work my business, to add to my network, to find different people, to show up differently. It's your job at the end of the day. If your mindset is crap, that's on you. Christina's not going to show up and do my mindset work for me. It doesn't work that way. You have to do the work. You have to show up and make the difference that you want. So I want you all to think about, okay, it's May 31st now. It's May 31st. It's like 11:30 p.m. because, the clock strikes 12 and it's over with. So it's 11:30 on May 31st. You log in your back office. You scroll down a little bit so you can see your volume. What do you see? Are you going 12K this month? So is it like 12,100? Is it 4,500 because you're going 4K? Is it 50,000 because you just went 40K? Anything is possible. You still have all month left. So when you log in your back office, maybe he announces a lifestyle getaway. Does it say you earned it or you earned your part before you earned it next month or whatever? Maybe he announces something else like a GOAT promotion. There's a whole nother tracker in your back office. Have you earned it? Did you do your part? Did you show up? Are your enrollments on there? Did you earn your product credit on your account? You have your 2 auto ship customers in? Did you sign like 3 800 pack promoters? Like, what is in your back office when you log in on May 31st? What was the goal? I really want you all to think about that today. Write it down, visualize it, feel it. That's the thing. You have to feel it. You can't hit something that you don't vibe with. If you don't feel like you're a 12K leader, you're not going to hit it. She's spilling everywhere. But yeah, so why are you doing this? What does it feel like when you hit it? Do you feel like you've arrived? How does it feel when that $300 hits your bank account next month to pay for your car? Whether it's a new one or the one you already have, or maybe you're just going to pay bills with it. But how does that $300 bonus that comes with 12K feel when it hits your account? How do your checks look when you hit 12K? Okay, you hit 40K. What does your check look like weekly? What does your team look like? Do you get on Messenger and your whole tribe is just winning? How does that feel? You have to think about these things. You have to vibe with these things. You have to feel them. If you don't feel them, if you don't visualize them, if you don't have a destination in your GPS, you're just going to be driving. You can't keep your foot on the gas if you're just driving in circles. You have to know where you're going, when you want to get there, what's your arrival time. So anyways, if you're keeping those mindsets of you can't make it happen, you know, you're drained, you're stuck, you're whatever, you are literally draining yourself. You can't pour from that crappy mindset. You can't show up and do what you're supposed to do with thoughts in your mind like that. You have to squash them. You have to move on. You have to, you literally just can't crush this month with an empty cup. You can't. You can't show up for yourself. You can't show up for your team. You can't show up for your family if you're not pouring it to yourself 100%. What are you doing? Let me think. I wanted to give you all, that was my little fire up for now, but I do want to give you all a couple ideas. As far as like messaging goes, if you haven't done any follow-ups at this point, I'm not saying you have to do them now. I'm not saying you have to do them like this, but this was just some ideas that I had shared with my team. So, I know a lot of us got our product credit. So if you have product credit, great. This kind of goes along with that. If not, then he will probably announce some customer specials and you can use those. But you can also run your own deals. If you don't have product credits, you can even offer people like, I do a lot of the times, my biggest promo or whatever is I do, if you buy all 3 steps, so the new 4-week pack, the 150, I'll get sculpt for you. And I either buy up a bunch of sculpts with my product credit, or even if I have to pay $30 to get them a sculpt, like honestly, in my opinion, it helps because they put in that 150 order and then you put in a $30 order. That's a lot of volume. So that's one thing that I run. So anyways, sending out messages. One idea that I had was just something like, I can post these in the chats or something too if I need to. Or this is recorded. You can go back and watch it and write it down. But something like, hey girl, I just opened up my May specials. Let me know if you want details before I post about them. And it can be $10 off, but it gets people responding. Maybe they're not ready. Maybe they didn't respond to you last month, but maybe now they want to see what specials you have. And then you can kind of go from there. So if they say yes, you can say, okay, what are your main goals? Is it okay? You can say, you know, what are your main goals? Is it mood support, energy, suppress appetite, etc.? Like what you want to talk to people and get to know, because you don't want to just throw anything out. If they absolutely need all the energy and weight loss, maybe you don't need to suggest the black labels. You need to suggest the ultras. So get to know your people and what they want. So you can also tell them, I don't know if you go on Insta. Oh yeah, I forgot. I usually share about that. I'll share about that in a second. But if you all push free accounts, that's fine. I know our team does it a little differently, like M down. We don't like push all these free accounts and make this and make that. But if you do, this is one idea you can do. But you can tell people like, go on my website and make your account and let me see what specials are unlocked for you. So when they do it, you have your customer in there. They're going to start receiving emails too. So then when they respond and they're like, oh, it's made, or you get the email or whatever, you can say, oh my gosh, girl, you qualify for the whole system. You get free shakes, you get to customize it all, and it's $120 off right now. You can word this however you want to. I give people the regular price, and then I give them the auto ship price, because these autos aren't mandatory. You know, you can tell them, like when you set it up, you can tell them, look, we go in on June 1st and turn auto ships off. We don't have mandatory auto ships, you know, whatever, however you want to word it. But it's literally $120 off if you do that 4-week pack. And if you give the free sculpt or whatever. And then if they say, well, that's a little more than I can afford right now. Okay, what's your budget? You know, we have dynamic duos, we have this, you can offer just ultras and capsules. What's the problem? Go get Dada. Sorry, somebody's unmuted again. My kid's gonna be a disaster. Okay. So yeah, you can say, like, you can name it whatever. You can call it dynamic duos. I know last time I was on here, I talked about, like, I wasn't really feeling the calling sculpt inch diminishers. Like, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. So let's call them fat burning pills. Like, you can come up with this stuff, whatever you want to call anything. Let me think. Let me see what else I got wrote down. Oh, and another thing, if they don't respond to you, you don't get a response, you can follow back up in a couple days and you can say something like, hey girl, is it the price that's holding you back? Because we can definitely build a package for you. Maybe they just can get started on capsules right now. That's fine. You can work with people however you want to. And I never share like how many people I enroll or anything like that. I'm a very, I don't know, humble, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm not like that. Like I don't know. But I think I signed around 25 customers last month. I don't even know how many promoters. But, and then I sold, I sell a ton of minis. So I sold, I don't even know how many. It's all about the wording. It's all about the confidence. It's all about the passion behind your products. If you don't love your products, you can't tell somebody else how you love them. You have to be genuine. So I think that was it. Another couple things that I want to give it to, somebody reminded me on Instagram. Let me see if I can show y'all. It might be easier to show you. On Instagram, on your inboxes, I have a request, but there, on mine at least, a lot of people should have this, but there's 2 different inboxes. There's a primary. So like if one of you all message me right now, you automatically come to my primary inbox. What I do is I move all of my potentials. If they ask about products, business, whatever, I move them to my general inbox. There's 2 different inboxes. I move them straight to general so I don't lose them. They're never lost. They're all right there. So when I do my follow-ups, I go to general and I scroll back. That's it. And I try to keep my inboxes clean too. I delete messages from, like, if you all tag me in stories after I reshare it or whatever, I go back and delete messages. I try to keep my inboxes really clean. Facebook is not the same. They don't have like 2 inbox options, but on Facebook, I don't keep messages in my inbox except from potentials. Like when Allie messages me and we talk all the time, when we're done talking, I delete them or I archive the message so we still have all messages there. I mean, she don't need to be in my inbox. She's not my customer. So that way I can keep up. Of course, we can message each other all day, every day, and it comes up there, and then the chats are in here. But that's how my messenger is on Facebook. Scroll all the way back. It's nothing but potentials. This is something that you do have to consistently keep cleaning up, obviously. But it's so much easier when you go to do follow-ups and check in with people. Let me think. I think that was about it. May specials, talked about that. So yeah, I think that was about it. If you all had any questions, I had no idea you could do that with messages. Yes. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Any questions? So anyways, I hope, can you explain how to make different sections once more? It's already in my inbox. So I didn't make them. So everyone's Instagram may be different. But it's at the very, like when you go to your messenger, you should have different options. Mine says primary and general, and then there's like requests, of course, but primary and general. So I move all of my people to, it's a creator account. See, I've always had, so that's probably the deal. I've always had a business account and then I changed it to a creator. So if you haven't done that, I definitely recommend doing that, changing it to a creator. I think you just do it on settings. But I'm trying to think, yeah. So it's always been like a business account, and then when they came out with the creator, I did change it to creator. But yeah, that's just the options with that. Keep your inboxes clean. Follow up. I don't do like spammy follow-ups very often unless we have like a really good sale. And just keep in mind, like I said, it's May 8th. Maybe you feel like nothing's happened at this point. You have no volume, you haven't signed any customers. That's okay. Keep pushing. Okay, maybe May 20th comes around and you're feeling the same way. Again, a lot can freaking happen in a day, in 5 days, at the end of the month. You can sign a promoter and they can come in and completely change your business. So you just have to keep pushing and have faith and just show up and do what you got to do, because the only thing that's keeping you from where you are and where you want to be is just the action that you're putting in every day, whether it's in your mind, in your business, whatever. You just have to show up. I know it may be hard, or I don't want to say hard. I don't feel like the business is hard. It's not easy, but it's simple. So, but the thing is, even if it is hard, we could do hard. Why can't we? I know a lot of you all have probably been through things that are hard. You had to keep pushing, right? You couldn't just give up and go to bed. But I just want you all to know we can do hard. You're worthy. You can make anything happen that you want to. Just show up every day, every new day, every hour. That's another thing. If you feel like you need to unplug, but don't unplug for a day. Unplug for an hour. Go read a book, come back, restart. I mean, I had to do that a million times last month at the end of the month because it was insane. It's okay. You don't have to get back to everyone within 5 minutes. Take your time, unplug when you need to, reset your body, pour into yourself, and then get back to it. That's it. So that is all I have for y'all today. I know I held y'all a little long. Sorry.
Yep.
I hope you all got something from this. And if you have any questions, just let me know. You all can message me if you needed a link or something to anything. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good day.